Capo, we the squatters. Yeah, we out here squatting.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Lee Laurent, and here at All Urban Central. And listen, 50 Cent is back on Demon Time. And now, if you thought 2025 was going to be peaceful in hip-hop, nah, Curtis Jackson said absolutely not. Because right now, 50 Cent is threatening to buy the building where Maino, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East filmed their podcast just to prove a point. Yes, not diss records, not Instagram jokes, real estate beef.
Someone to create a documentary about you without your approval, how would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty. Right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape.
Yeah, if you want to make it. So boom, there's this podcast called Let's Rap About It, hosted by New York City rap icons like Maino, with Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Davies popping it. They were having a conversation about documentaries, specifically 50 Cent's Netflix Diddy documentary, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Now, according to Maino, this wasn't supposed to be personal. He says it was a general conversation like, do people really have the right to tell your story in a documentary?
Is it acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval? How would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty. Right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape.
Yeah, if you want to make it. Exactly.
It's like without your permission.
And you're not an actual porno star.
And they do it. The lighting wasn't good enough.
Yeah, they're trying to make you just look bad.
What?
Oh, they called me on a bad day?
Right.
I wasn't even on my shit. This they called a weak one.
You see that the lighting is dark?
Damn.
You see that the fucking lighting is dark?
Cause you looking small
you still
out
put
here.
this on the internet?
Word up.
But I would feel.
I ain't gonna front. I think if they saluting you.
First of all, they want somebody doing a documentary about you. You want it to be a dope documentary.
Yeah, it gotta be dope.
Showing who you are, what you've done,
No bullshit
everything you've
on it.
accomplished. Like a documentary is a big thing. Like you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like that's petty behavior.
Cool, reasonable. But see, 50 Cent heard smoke. And if there's one thing we know about Curtis Jackson, if he smells smokes, he's bringing the gasoline. Like, so 50 hops on Instagram and just unloads. He reposts clips, captions them wow, and then boom. He calls Let's Raps About It crew squatters, bums. And then he drops a crazy claim. He says they owe $250,000 for the space they're filming in. And then he says, and this is for the line that broke the internet, I'm working on buying the space where you film and 50% of your podcast. Chat. This man said you don't own the pod. I might. This is a rich person disrespect. This ain't I'll diss you. This is I'll own your landlord. Now let's pause for a second. Is 50 actually buying the building or is he trolling? Maybe, maybe not. But here's one thing. 50 has done this before. He doesn't just argue. He turns beef into business. And if he's even trolling, the message is clear. Y'all playing podcast games, and I play ownership. That alone has shifted the whole conversation. Maino wasn't about to sit quietly. He jumps on Instagram and posts an edit picture of 50 Cent joking on his appearance, mixing humor with real irritation. But here's the key part. Maino acknowledges that 50 once helped him get a deal. So this isn't some random hate. This is more like, bro, why are you doing this? So that's when the beef shifted from jokes to a personal history. But pretty much after the internet goes crazy, Maino pulls up to the Way Up with Angela Yee.
Today, and I was like, what is going on?
I heard.
So it looks like 50 Cent has taken shots at the Let's Rap About It crew.
Yep. Smoky, very smoky.
Now, 50 posted this.
Documentaries are a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some, like, trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I don't understand why that's, like, legal to do, though.
Documentary is more like a monument, shit like that. Do you think that is wrong or not? I'm not with it.
All right, now, he posted that clip, and then he also posted, and I gotta make sure I gotta see, like, what's true and what's not true.
Call us squatters.
Yeah, he called you guys squatters and said you guys owe $250,000. So is that true?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, so you guys have paid your rent.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. All right, now, to put it in perspective, though, you said
What?
you weren't taking aim.
No, we not making our podcast not going, we don't talk about people. We take things and internalize it. We was talking about, it was a general conversation about do people have the actual right to make a documentary about you, and how would you feel if it was you? But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like, if it's smoke, it's smoke.
All right, well, here is the full conversation.
And he basically is saying the comments were not aimed at 50. The podcast isn't even about tearing people down, and the documentary convo was broad, not even personal. He also says he doesn't know anything about Owen Rent, which is directly contradicting what 50 Cent said. So now the internet is split. Is 50 Cent exaggerating? Is there really real money owed? And is there just an ego warfare going on between the men? We don't know. However, what we do know is that 50 Cent went straight back to Instagram and posted seemingly hard at work taking business calls while captioned that Jim Jones has sent the $200K over to the Lanlord. We don't know whether this was a parody, is he still trolling, or if Jim Jones had to really send over that wire real quick. And let me tell you what this really looks like. This isn't about documentaries. This isn't about rent. This is about control, narrative, and respect. 50 doesn't like when people critique his work. He doesn't like when people talk about him instead of with him. He doesn't even like when people talk freely. And Maino represents the new media lane. Him and everyone a part of Let's Rap About It, Fabulous, Dave East, Jim Jones, regardless of their age and their skin in the game, they represent new podcasts, commentary, and opinions. So this is old-fashioned mogul versus new school media voices.
I want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease.
Also, just food for thought, 50 Cent is a media mogul. He knew that this type of controversy is exactly what he needed for his documentary on Netflix about Diddy, and the same for Let's Rap About It with Maino. It's mutually beneficial. I don't know, chat, but it definitely seems that Maino understood the assignment. And we're not sure how serious 50 was about actually buying the podcast, but bringing that type of exposure has only helped Maino, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Davies on the Rap About It podcast. So we gotta ask, is 50 doing too much? What do you guys think? Like and comment and subscribe. And as always, it's your boy Lee Levant, or Urban Central.